So welcome to the second match at the DY Patil Stadium on the first day of the 16th DY Patil T20 Cup, and second match at the stadium featuring DY Patil B and Central Railway. Central Railway elected to bat after winning the toss. The DY Patil B have quite a fascinating lineup. Quite exciting to watch two young fast bowlers, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, who made quite an impression at the Under-19 World Cup. He's back in action at this tournament. He's playing for DY Patil B. He's starting off the proceedings. And sharing the new ball duties with him will be another fast bowler, Varun Aaron, who's already played for India. That zips through, and Praveen D. Shetty has no clue about it. And the others in the lineup include Harmeet Singh, and also playing in this match Manan Vora, Kevin Almeida, Srujan Thavle, Shashank Singh, who's featured for Delhi Daredevils and Rajasthan Royals, DY Patil, and you also have Kash Kotari, who's playing this match for DY Patil. On the other side, Central Railway, led by captain and wicketkeeper Anand Panikar, have got some good solid domestic players in their lineup, and they want to make first use of this pitch here. The first game at the stadium was won by Indian Navy. It was a close contest, high scoring contest. Indian Navy made 200, and in response Bank of Baroda could only muster 196, and they lost very narrowly by 4 runs. So the first over in progress in this, the second game. Kamlesh Nagarkoti running into ball, rather steaming into ball. Gathering steam, and again wide outside the off stump. Praveen D. Shetty giving it the almighty kitchen sink, but does not connect. Thank you. Coffee nahi chai. So an eventful start. So Gandhar Batavdekar is opening the batting with Praveen D. Shetty for Central Railway. Quiet start by Central Railway. Again this time swings that one down the ground, gets a boundary. He had been hoping to get the ball in a slot, and once it was in a slot, he was ready for it. 32nd boundary of this tournament. In the slot, and just slams it down the ground. So final delivery of the first over coming up. And short one there, and the batsman just lets it go. That's the end of the first over. It's Central Railway batting first, 4 for no loss. Dug that one in, and the ball just balloons through to the wicket keeper. From the northern end, we'll see Varun Aaron in action. He played for India for a few years, and since then he's been out of favor, but he still has the bite, he still has the speed which brought him into the Indian team. That's going to be a challenge for the two openers of Central Railway, facing up to someone like Varun Aaron, who's still bowling 140 plus. And Varun Aaron plays for Jharkhand in the Ranji Trophy, and in the IPL he plays for Rajasthan Royals. He's also played county cricket couple of years ago. And here he is running in for his first delivery of this tournament. Wide down the leg side, and the umpire calls it a no ball. So he overstepped the line, and also was down the leg side, and that will be a free hit. It was quite a tender move into the crease. He's just feeling his way through to bowling in this format after a long gap. I'm running in. Just slams it down the ground, but just caught. But it doesn't count, as it was a free hit, and a batsman can't be out of a free hit unless, of course, he's run out. So just a single added to the score. 6 for no loss, Central Railway. And Varun Aaron slowly but surely feeling his way back. He's getting into the groove now. Running in. Oh, that came in sharply. That came in sharply from Varun Aaron. And the batsman tied up in knots. Running in again. This time again zips through. Is nice easy action. He's looking fitter than before, and the ball is zipping through nicely. Once again running in. This time trying to make move, and not able to clear the infield. Quite a brave shot there by Praveen. Moving across while facing a bowler of Varun Aaron's speed is always a brave move. This time again, ball a bit short, trying to play the uppercut, but to no avail. Varun Aaron really troubling the batsman here. Batsman finding it difficult to make it play with his speed. Eventful over so far, except that no ball. It's been an over where Praveen D. Shetty has found it difficult to get Varun Aaron away. This time down the leg side, should be a wide. Easy call for the umpire. That extra really spoils Varun Aaron's over. Again straying down the leg side. He had been channeling the ball outside the off stump, but straying down a bit. Running in for his final delivery, Varun Aaron, of this over. This time again plays it uppishly, and dropped. A simple chance there, dropped. Fielder running behind from mid-off. Praveen Shetty wanting to make something happen and plays quite a lazy shot there, and the fielder drops an easy catch. See, end of 2 overs, Central Railway 9 for no loss. So that's the lineup of the two teams. So Amit Panakar and Sanjog Benkar, Praveen Shetty, team made up of very good players who excel in domestic cricket, and the other side DY Patil B, some exciting young players who are keen to make their mark in this format and catch attention of everybody. So we have a few players in the audience. Dinesh Karthik, who's playing for DY Patil A, and Abhishek Nair, who's also seen in the stands with Dinesh Karthik. This time wide from Nagarkoti, and a single nevertheless. Quiet over this from Kamlesh Nagarkoti. He's persisting with this wide outside the off stump line against both the batsmen. It's been a quiet start by Central Railway. They haven't really got away, and Kamlesh Nagarkoti, this is his first sighting as a fast bowler in this tournament. Shot, and this time it's up in the air again. Should be taken, and is taken. So after the mishap in the previous over, when we saw a simple catch being dropped, finally this one, Praveen Shetty, forced to take some corrective action because he's not been getting the bowlers away. The speed's been a bit too fast for him to take them on. This time again, the Kamlesh Nagarkoti bowling a short delivery, and Praveen Shetty can't get hold of it at all, and quite an easy catch at short fine leg. So Praveen D. Shetty gone for 6 of 15 deliveries. DY Patil B make their first strike in this tournament. So 10 for 1 Central Railway. New man in is Amit Panikar, who's the Central Railway captain and also the wicket keeper of the side. So Central Railway 10 for 1. Kamlesh Nagarkoti, the successful bowler. This time again shortish. And the end of 3 overs, Central Railway 10 for 1. So from the far end, Shashank Singh comes on the ball. He replaces Varun Aaron. Shashank Singh, a medium paced all rounder for Mumbai, is balled his first delivery. DY Patil B have kept Central Railway in check. They haven't really got away in these power play overs. This time again, finding it difficult to get going. Amit Panikar just come to the crease at the fall of Praveen D. Shetty's wicket. Central Railway 10 for 1. We are in the 4th over. Remember, we have 6 overs of power play. This time again plays it nicely on the leg side and it's a single. Both the openers, Praveen D. Shetty and Gandhar Bhatodekar, did show a bit of intent but never got going against the pace of Varun Aaron and Kamlesh Nagarkoti. And since then it's just been catch-up time for Central Railway in this second match of the day at the DY Patil Stadium in the 16th edition of the DY Patil T20 Cup. This time plays it onto the offside. No damage done. Quiet start for Shashank as well. For 1, 11 for 1, beg your pardon. Oh, beats him all ends up. Gandhar Bhatodekar didn't have any clue of that. The ball just about beats him outside the off stump. Close call. Very good delivery by Shashank. The final delivery of the fourth over coming up. This time cut set and can't get it away. So just one run of Shashank Singh's first over. Central Railway 11 for 1 after 4 overs. So change of ends for Varun Aaron and straight away straight onto the leg side and gives away a single. Central Railway 12 for 1. One more over after this for the power play overs to end. This time again onto the leg side. Plays it nicely. 2 more runs. Varun Aaron struggling with his line here. Wants to be a bit more straightish. The ball keeps drifting onto the pads. And it's easy runs for the two batsmen. This time again, but this time no chance for a run. Oh, this time played it up, especially on the leg side. And that's a 6. First 6 of the innings. A very good shot there. That's the 18th 6 of the tournament. And yet again, Varun Aaron straying in his line and length. And easy pickings there for Gandhar. Oh, this time the line's better and the batsman is found wanting outside the off stump. This time again, oh, the ball zips through. And batsman lets it go. And at the end of 5 overs, Central Railway 20 for 1. Shashank back again. This time, the two batsmen looking for a sharp single and gets it quite easily. The ball hits the stumps and then ricochets. Another single. And the two batsmen finally showing some intent, some positive intent here. This time again plays it on the offside. No damage done. 22 for 1. The final 4 deliveries of the power play coming up. This time plays it up Pishley and then the ball just goes through to the boundary, just above the mid-off fielder. 33rd boundary of the tournament. 26 for 1. Amit Pawnikar now on to 8 and Gandhar Batwadekar on 10. Again, up and away. It's a boundary. So, an expensive over here. Shot wide. And Amit Pawnikar slaps it behind point and gets a boundary. This time again plays it up Pishley and just drops short of Varun Aaron at third man. So 31 for 1. Drops it down and gets a single. That's the end of the power play overs. 32 for 1 after 6. Amit Pawnikar on 13 and Gandhar Batwadekar on 11. So change in bowling at the pavilion end. DY Patil comes on to ball from the pavilion end. Plays it up Pishley and looks for 2. So 2 more to Gandhar Batadekar. So yet another boundary for Gandhar Batadekar. Central Railway now getting a move on. 35th boundary of the tournament. Gandhar now on 17 and Amit on 13. Plays that down to the third man region, a single. Oh, the two batsmen in between the crease and run out. Easy dismissal there. Just when the Central Railway batsmen were looking to get away. Complete confusion there. Amit Panikar and Gandhar got in a bit of mess. Amit Panikar wanted the run. Gandhar responded and was left stranded midway. Easy as it comes for DY Patil B, and Amit Panikar very disappointed with his teammate. So second wicket falls to Central Railway. Sanjog Binkar comes out to bat. Easy call with the umpire. It's a wide down the leg side. This time plays it upishly on the offside, gets a boundary to end the seventh over 44 for 2. So Harmeet Singh comes on to ball the 8th over from the northern end. Watchful start. Talented left arm spinner. Plays it down the ground and gets single. 45 for 2. Cuts that one and the single. So these are the overs when the batsman will pick up singles at will. Cuts that one again and gets another boundary. Sanjog Binkar now gets into the act. Short delivery outside the off stump and nice and easy for Sanjog to just cut that one down the point. .50 comes up for Central Railway. So 51 for 2, one delivery to go in the final in the 8th over. So the end of 8 overs, Central Railway 52 for 2. So on the boundary, this time of Karsh Kotari. Just coming into the from the pavilion end, Karsh Kotari gets into the act and straight away swept for a boundary. Central Railway realizing that they had a very quiet power play, so wanting to make the most of these overs when the field is spread. 56 for 2. Amit Paunikar leading the charge for Central Railway from the front. He's on 23 of 14. So another left arm spinner in the action. This time again straying down the leg side. Trying down the leg. A huge appeal, but stifled appeal at the most from the bowler. This time cuts again, and Harmeet does the fielding. So thus far 6 runs from this over, including a boundary. So final delivery of the 9th over coming up from Karsh Khotari. Strays on the leg and looking for 2, and will get it. See, end of 9 overs, Central Railway are 60 for 2. Amit Panikar on 26. Harmeet starts his second over. Officially and easy soft dismissal. Sanjog Binkar is gone. Tries to turn the ball to the leg side, and the ball takes a leading edge. Easy soft dismissal. Harmeet picks up his first wicket. Very easy as it comes for Harmeet, and the third wicket falls for Central Railway. 60 for 3. Neelkant Parab is the new man in. Comes in to join his captain Amit Panikar. "60 for 3 Central Railway." And Neelkant Parab quickly into the action. Should get 2 there, and will complete it quite easily. So Harmeet again played watchfully. So Harmeet's been keeping the 2 batsmen tied up, including the new man Neelkant Parab. Again down the leg side, and gets a single. Slam down the ground and the ball is deposited straight. Shashank Singh makes a valiant attempt, but just misses it, and that's the 19-6 of the tournament. Straight down the ground from Neelkant Parab, and Shashank Singh makes a valiant attempt, and ball just slips through his hands into the fence. So 6 more for Central Railway, 69 for 3. Tries to sweep that one and misses it completely. Score still 69 for 3. Quiet start again. Again placed on the leg and misses that one. 70 for 3. Beaten Owens up and gets 2 runs for that. Amit Panikar. He was on to 34 of 18 deliveries and tries that paddle sweep, but just gets 2. A single. Well fielded there by Kash of his own bowling. That's the end of over number 11. Central Railway 73 for 3. So Harmeet continues to keep things tight. Tries to sweep that one and misses it completely. A single after 2 dot balls. dances down the ground and plays to the offside, and nicely cut off there. And a close call for for Amit Panikar, beg your pardon, at the bowler's end. Harmeet was a bit late in knocking the stumps off. 2 runs nonetheless. And again pushing Shashank Singh at long on and getting 2 runs. End of 12 overs, Central Railway 79 for 3. Yet another dot ball. The pressure is increasing on Neelkant Parab. Again down the ground and should get a boundary. Well done. Good shot there by Neelkant Parab. So 39th boundary. Cuts that one but misses it completely. And plays down the ground. Just a single. Dot ball. Again tries to cut another dot ball. So there's some confusion. We have it that there's one delivery to go, but the umpires have called it the end of end of 13 overs. Central Railway 84 for 3. Swift work by Yogesh Takavle, but the umpire is not interested. Batsman briefly lifts his feet, but gets his feet back pretty swiftly. Again, Amit Pawnikar trying to be cute, trying to play down the third man, but he's been missing it for the last few overs. Looking for a swift single and gets it. So one delivery to go in Harmeet Singh's spell. He's picked up 1 wicket and given away 27 runs thus far. Plays it down the ground. Neelkant Parab should get a single, and that's the end of Harmeet Singh's spell. 1 for 28 of his 4 overs. Central Railway 89 for 3. Amit Pawnikar on 39. So Shank Singh is back into the attack, and the batsman plays it across the line, but still a single only. So 90 for 3 after 14.1 overs. 6 more overs to go. Outside the off stump, and Amit Pawnikar misses it again. He's lost track in the last few overs. He's found it difficult to get going, and has not stuck to the plan of just getting a single here and there and giving the strike to Neelkant Parab. As a result, the Central Railway batting has just got stuck again, this time on the offside, and finally a single for Amit Pawnikar. Shot, and pulls that one. Just a single again. Plays that one up Pishley, but falls short of the fielder. So 93 for 3. Neelkant Parab on 18. Amit Panikar on 41 of 31 deliveries. Oh, castles him. Neelkant Parab's gone. Very good wicket there for Shashank Singh. Neelkant Parab trying to play that one down to the third man region. Only misses it completely. And Neelkant Parab is clean bowled. He's gone for 18 of 19 deliveries. And Central Railway right now 93 for 4 after 15 overs. Plays that one down the ground. Amit Panikar. That's a 6. In the slot and dispatches it down the ground quite easily. So Amit Panikar now 47 straight down the ground. Cuts that one and gets a boundary. So Amit Panikar moves to 50 of 33 deliveries. 40th boundary of the tournament. And it's Amit Panikar. 51 of 33. That was his fifth boundary. He's also hit 2 sixes. So Kamlesh Nagarkoti comes back to bowl the 17th over. So far has gained over 5 runs, picked up a wicket in his first 2 overs. Oh, starts off with a wide. Shot down the leg and it's a wide. And the ball goes through to the boundary. So wide and 4 runs. Much needed support from Kamlesh Nagarkoti with his wayward bowling. $115 for 4 after 16 overs. Looking for a single, gets it quite easily. Stand on the leg and picks it off nicely, just a single. Stand on the leg and another single. So it's the 17th over. Down the leg, slow delivery, half-hearted appeal and the batsman is given out. Kamlesh Nagarkoti was in his stride and almost appealed half-heartedly, and very lame support from the wicket keeper as well, and slower delivery and down the leg, and the umpire was pretty swift in his decision making. So 5th wicket falls for Central Railway. Kushal Kakad falls and the new man in is Manish Rao. So pretty good over so far by Kamlesh Nagarkoti. And 118 for 5. We are in the 17th over. The par target over here is about 160, and Central Railway look like they'll fall short of the par target. And that's the end of 17 overs. Central Railway 118 for 5. Amit Ponikar on 60 of 39. So that's the Manhattan of the batting so far. Varun Aaron coming back from the northern end. This time cuts that one, and lucky boundary. Lucky boundary there for Amit Ponikar. 42nd boundary of the tournament. Flashes at that one, and the ball flies through the vacant slip region through to the boundary. This time again comes rapidly onto his bat and plays it down to third man. This time plays it again to the point region. Well fielded. This time plays it nicely on the leg side down to the long on region, just a single. In the 18th over, two more deliveries to go in this over. Short, and down to the third man region. Again short delivery, and the umpire calls it wide. This time plays an agriculture shot and gets a boundary to end the 18th over. Swings that one on the leg side, Manish Rao, and a boundary to end the over. 130 for 5 after 18 overs. Starts off with a Yorkish delivery and down the ground. Just a single. So 11 more deliveries to go in this innings. Misses that one. Oh, misfield. And the ball goes through to the boundary. Misfield by both the fielders there. Cover and mid outfielder. And that's a boundary. Much needed boundary there for Central Railway. The ball goes through both the fielders. And much needed boundary. Useful addition to the total. It moves to 135 for 5. Manish Rao gets into the act. This time swings that one and misses it completely. So 3 more deliveries to go in this, the 19th over. Yorker length and gets another single down the ground. This time down the leg and yet another single. So 137 for 5. So final delivery of Kamlesh Nagarkoti's spell. Coming up, he's given away 19 runs and picked up 2 wickets in his spell so far. Full toss, but straight to mid-off. That's the end of 19 overs, 138 for 5. That's the end of Kamlesh Nagarkoti's spell. He gives away 20 runs of his 4 overs, picking up 2 wickets. Amit Pawnikar still on 67 of 44, with Manish Rao on 11 of 9 deliveries. Varunaran running in to ball the final over of the innings. Swing and a miss from Manish Rao. None for 26 so far from Varunaran. 3.1 overs. This time again, full toss, plays it nicely through the third man region, just a single. Manish Rao admonishes himself. It's a final over of the innings. So 3 more deliveries to go in this innings. Varunaran strikes in the final over. Manish Rao misses that one. Straight delivery. And 6th wicket falls for Central Railway. Manish Rao gone for 12 of 12. This is that one, and Wheaton all ends up. Two more deliveries to go in this innings. So Dinesh Karthik watching a bit of the action. Manan Salil Agarkar, final 2 deliveries of this innings. Varunaran 1 for 28 thus far. Oh! Welcome to the crease, Salil Agarkar, says Varunaran with a sharp bouncer. So 1 more delivery to go. Again cuts that one, and looking for more than a single, but they get just a single. So Central Railway end their innings at 141 for 6 of 20 overs. Amit Panikar on 68. The captain remains unbeaten of 45 deliveries. Varunaran finishes with 1 for 29 of his 4 overs. So Amit Panikar walks back, led from the front with his knock of 68 of 45 deliveries. So that's the batting card. Praveen D. Shetty was the first to fall, followed by Gandhar Batwadekar, who was run out for 18. Amit Panikar remained unbeaten. Sanjog Binkar, Nilkant Parab, and Kushal Kakad made useful contributions, as did Manish Rao. But it was the Amit Panikar show all the way with 10 extras. Amit Panikar made 68 of 45 deliveries. Shashank Singh picked up a wicket as well. That's the bowling card. Kamlesh Nagarkoti picking up 2 for 15. Varun Aaron 1 for 29. And Shashank Singh 1 for 17. Harmeet was pretty effective in his 4 overs, picking up 1 for 28. So 141 for 6. Central Railway. DY Patil will have decent chase on hand as they come out to bat in about 15 minutes.
Patil Stadium, the match between Central Railway and DY Patil B team. We have with us Amit Pavnikar, a star performer for today, who's scored an excellent score of 68 not out. How are you doing, Amit?
ऑल गुड ऑल गुड।
आपको क्या लगता है ये विकेट इजी रहेगा आज का?
जी नहीं, एक्चुअली विकेट पे थोड़ा सा ग्रास है और थोड़ा सा इनिशियली स्विंग हो सकता है विकेट पे, और हमारा पावर प्ले से 6 ओवर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा।
आज का स्कोर जो रहा है वो क्या अच्छा स्कोर रहा है आज की विकेट के लिए?
जी डिफेंडेबल है पर क्रूशियल है पहले 6 ओवर।
ओके, कितना कॉन्फिडेंट लगता है आपको आपकी टीम ये स्कोर चेस कर पाएगी आसानी से?
जी कॉन्फिडेंट है, हमारे काफ़ी अच्छे बॉलर्स है और इनिशियली 2 विकेट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा हमारे लिए पावर।
And Srujan Atavle starting off the chase for DY Patil B. Sagar Jadhav starting the proceedings for Central Railway. So wide first extra added to the DY Patil B total. Shrujana Tavle on strike with Manan Vora at the non-striker. Sagar Jadhav. The target for DY Patil B is 141. So that's the end of the first over. DY Patil B are 4 for no loss. So Parappa comes into ball and straight away Manan Mora into the act, plays it uppishly and gets a boundary. First boundary of the DY Patil B innings. That's the 45th boundary of the tournament. And ball goes through to the keeper. Manan Vora on 6. Scores now 10 for no loss. Cuts that one and just no damage done. So 12 for no loss, DY Patil B. Shrujana Table still on 2 of 6. Misfield. So a single to end the second over. 13 for no loss after 2 overs. Plays that one up Pishley and just another single. They can afford to take it easy for a few overs because the target's not too stiff. They're chasing just 142. They need another 128 runs. Pretty steady batting lineup. Down the leg side and another single. Yet another single. So far the runs coming up in singles for DY Patil B. Manan Vora on strike. Again backs away, but no damage done. Sagar Jadhav into a second over. Just 2 more deliveries to go for the second over to get over. Dances down the track. Upish. And is there anyone getting under it? Yes. That's the end of Manan Vora. He was getting a bit frustrated. He's not getting away and was not able to bat freely and gifts his wicket here to Central Railway. He's gone for 7. DY Patil B are now 16 for 1. The ball went up too high, but in the end, well judged catch. So facing a tough task with Kevin Almeida coming An attractive looking batsman comes in at the fall of Manan Vora's wicket. Just one. "21 for 1" the score. Amit Panikar played a captain's knock for Central Railway. led from the front and batted right through the innings. Two more deliveries to go in this over. This time plays it nicely, but pretty well fielded there at mid-on. Another single. Played that one watchfully, and that's the end of the fourth over. DY Patil B are 22 for 1 after 4 overs, chasing 142. So 25 for 1, Kushal Kakad in his first over. Twenty-five for 1, 4.2 overs. Swing and a miss by Kevin Almeida. dancing down the track and plays it off the legs and gets a boundary. Kevin Almeida finally gets some reward. 46th boundary of the tournament. '29. For 1. 4.4 overs. Kevin Almeida on 9. Again pulls that one and gets a boundary. So back-to-back boundaries for Kevin Almeida. The score moves on to 29 for 1. So 33 for 1. Final delivery of the 5th over coming up. Again down the leg, and this time another boundary. So 37 for 1. 3 in a row for Kevin Almeida. That's the end of 5th over. It's 37 for 1. Easy pickings there for Kevin Almeida. Down the leg side, and helped himself to 3 consecutive boundaries in the same region. The bowler clearly not learning from his mistakes. Vishal Kakad has given away 15 in his very first over. The target's 142. Upish, and still gets a boundary. Getting adventurous there, Srijan Atavale, and is still rewarded for his effort. Tries to pull that one, but gets high on the bat and goes down the ground instead and gets a boundary. Srijan Atavale, a new name on the block. Someone that you'll hear a lot about in the future. This time again down the ground, and yet another boundary. So both the batsmen now dealing in boundaries. So making up for the lost time. Again, almost like a tennis shot down the ground. 50th boundary of the tournament. That's quite unnecessary by Manish Rao. He's picked up wicket there of Shrujana Tavle, and going after the batsman just after he has dismissed him was quite unnecessary, but huge blow there for DY Patil B. Shrujana Tavle playing airy fairy shot there, and nicely pouched by Amit Panikar. Nothing short really, and look at that, Manish Rao giving a send off to Manish Rao or to Shrujana Tavle, and second wicket falls for DY Patil B. So Manish Rao and bowling to Naushad Sheikh. Two more deliveries to go in the power play, and DY Patil B are already 46 for 2. Wide, and does not get any run there. Score still remains 46 for 2. One delivery to go in the power play. Again pushes for a single, and that's the end of the power play. DY Patil B are 47 for 2 after 6 overs. Kevin Almeida on 18, and Naushad Sheikh just come to the crease and is on 1. So change in bowling from the pavilion end. That's Praveen Thambe, who's a part of the DY Patil B team. He's not playing this match. Kevin Almeida dances down the track and just gets a single down to long on. Vinit Dulap, the bowler, starting off a new spell from the pavilion end. Naushad Sheikh is the new man in. Cuts that one and no damage done. So yet another single. Kevin Almeida back on strike. Kevin on 19 of 13 deliveries. DY Patil B are on 49 for 2. Tracks that one down and Kevin pushing for 2 and should get it quite easily. Good running there by Kevin and Naushad Sheikh. That's what's needed for DY Patil B. Plays that one again on the leg side and this time just a single. It's 52 for 2. Final delivery coming up. Cuts that one again and should get a single to end the 7th over at 53 for 2. DY Patil B needs 89 more runs of 78 deliveries. Plays that one officially but dropped and the ball goes through to the boundary. Manish Rao left ruling the missed chance. Naushad Sheikh plays it uppishly on the offside and dropped right at the boundary. An easy chance. Naushad pushing and getting 2 runs there. Naushad now moves on to 9. Kevin 22 of 15. Plays that one nicely, but just a single. So now dealing in singles, Naushad and Kevin Almeida. Almeida has now moved on to 23. DY Patil B need another 81 runs of 74 deliveries. So Naushad falls, plays the one officially, and a tame end to Naushad's innings. So DY Patil B lose their 3rd wicket. Wide outside the off stump, and Naushad falls for the trap, and easy catch. Kevin Almeida disappointed with his partner. So DY Patil B lose their 3rd wicket, and the score is 61 for 3 after 7.5 overs. Plays that one officially. Whoa! What an effort there at third man. Yogesh Takavle. What a brave shot first up. But gets a boundary. Yogesh Takavle plays an uppercut. And fielder almost grabs that one. But the ball goes through to the boundary. So boundary to end the 8th over. DY Patil B are 65 for 3 after 8 overs. Pushing for 2. Kevin Almeida, and some confusion, but we'll get it in the end. Down the leg, no damage done. 67 for 3. And another single. Kevin Almeida now moves on to 26. So singles being picked up quite easily. Cuts that one, and a misfield. And picks up 2 more runs. So 71 for 3. One delivery to go in the 9th over. Down the ground and should get a boundary. And he does. No, it's cut off at the boundary line. Just a single. That's the end of 9 overs, 72 for 3. Parappa back in the attack. Pulls that one. Kevin Almeida should get a boundary, and he does. Easy pickings there for Kevin Almeida. Short and easily pulled away. At medium pace, bowling such short deliveries, he's just asking for punishment. Quite easy there. Called a wide, and score moves on to 77 for 3. Should get 2 there, and misfield, bad throw, and the scoreboard keeps ticking along. It's 79 for 3 now. Kevin Almeida on 35. Looking for a single, but deciding against it. Down the leg, should be a wide. Yes, it is. 81 for 3 now. Plays that one upishly and gets a boundary. Scores now 85 for 3. Expensive over this by Parappa. Wide outside the off stump. Easy pickings there and over the point region. And boundary. So single to end the 10th over. The score is now 86 for 3. Yogesh Takavle on 10 and Kevin Almeida on 36. So 56 more runs needed of 60 deliveries. Salil Agarkar comes on to ball for the first time in this innings. Kevin down the track and huge appeal there for run out, but the umpire turns it down. Cuts that one nicely. Just a single. So just 3 runs of the bat in this over. Good over and good start by Salil Agarkar. So at the end of 11 overs, DY Patil B are 89 for 3. They need 53 more runs of 54 deliveries. Yogesh Takavle plays that one to the short third man region. Gets a single. Vinny Dulap bowling from the northern end now. His partnership's already worth 29 of 20 deliveries. Two more runs needed of 53 deliveries. Target of 142. Sweeps that one and should get a couple of runs. Kevin Almeida, but settling for a single. That's not good running from Kevin and Yogesh Takavle. 91 for 3 the score. Runs more needed for DY Patil B to register their first win in the tournament. The tournament runs till 6th of March and it will be played at 4 venues. Cuts that one and just another single. We right now have a match going on at the adjoining University ground as well, where Air India are playing Canara Bank. And right now Canara Bank are chasing a pretty stiff target set by Air India. 176 for 9 Air India made, and Canara Bank in reply are 88 for 4 at the end of 11 overs. Single, no, dot ball. So 3 runs from this over so far. So Canara Bank are behind the rate right now in the adjoining ground. Raju Bhatkal is on 16 and David Matthias is on 1. Sweeps that one uppishly, but should be cut off. Yes, it is. Just a single. So a single to end the 12th over. 93 for 3 DY Patil B. Kevin Almeida cuts that one, just a single again. 93 for 3. Played that watchfully. Okay. Cuts that one again, a single finally. Waits for that one, pulls that one away and gets a boundary. So a much needed boundary there for Kevin Almeida and for DY Patil B. And that brings up the 100 for DY Patil B. Kevin Almeida moves to 44. Shot and pulls that one in front of the vacant mid-wicket region and gets a boundary. Really short, and Kevin gets into position quite easily and gets a boundary. Again down the ground, but no damage done. Kevin's on 44 now. This time down the ground again, but just a single to end the 13th over at 101 for 3. Again down the track, Kevin, and should get 2 more runs quite easily. He's moved on to 47 of 34 deliveries. He's showing intent here, and that should serve DY Patil B very well. Fielded off his own bowling very well by Vineet Dulap. Shot and cuts that one, and just a single. The score moves on to 104 for 3. Looking for a second there, Yogesh, but deciding against it. Plays it on the leg side, and it's a single. Tries to cut that one, huge appeal, and the umpire has nothing to do with it. 106 for 3 after 14 overs. So that's 50 for Kevin Almeida. He moves on to 50 of 39 deliveries. Scores now 107 for 3. So, few quiet moments here in this match as DY Patil B are chasing 142. Stand on the ground and should get 2 more runs. So 109 for 3 after 15 overs. 33 more runs required for a win. Sagar Jadhav back and promptly picked up off his legs and deposited for a 6 by Kevin Almeida. He's now decided to cut loose. Easy pickings there for Kevin Almeida. Off his legs and deposited just over the boundary line for a 6. Again pulls that one and looks for a single, gets it quite easily. 116 for 3. Pulls that one again and gets another single. So 10 runs of this over so far. Scores now 118 for 3. 24 more runs needed. Plays that one uppishly and gets 2 more runs. The score now moves to 120 for 3. Runs of this over. Swing and a miss, and that's the end of the 16th over. 120 for 3, 22 runs needed of 24 deliveries. Another single for Kevin Almeida. He now moves on to 59. At the other match, Canara Bank are struggling at 110 for 7. The game slowly but surely slipping out of Canara Bank's grasp. Remember, batting first, Air India scored 176 for 9, and they need 66 more runs to force a win at the university ground. And tomorrow we have a interesting lineup at the university ground. We have a Group B clash between Income Tax and BPCL in the morning, followed by a Group D match between RBI and Western Railway. At the stadium in the morning we have a Group C match between Reliance One and Indian Navy, and in the afternoon DY Patil A takes on Indian Oil in a Group A clash. Remember, Reliance One are going to be fielding a star-studded lineup including Shikhar Dhawan, Hardik Pandya, and even Krunal Pandya might turn out for that match. It's going to be a very interesting clash. This time cuts that one easy, spoons the catch to short third man. Parappa picks up the catch. Kevin Almeida gone for 59. Lucky break for Central Railway. Tries to cut that one, and the ball spoons very easily towards the short third man. Parappa picks up the catch, and Kevin's gone for 59. The new man in is Shashank Singh, and he straight away gets off the mark. Scores 125 for 4. Just one delivery to go in the 17th over. DY Patil B needs 17 more runs of 19 deliveries. Oh, yet another wicket there. Yogesh Takable falls. So, quite an interesting over there for Central Railway, losing both their set batsmen, Yogesh Takable and Kevin Almeida. Yogesh Takable gone for 24 of 26 deliveries. So, right now, DY Patil B need 17 more runs still. Salil Agarkar ends his spell with 2 for 19 of 4, and Yogesh Takable trying to clear the field but only finds the fielder at long gone. 17 more runs needed of 18 balls. So two new batsmen at the crease. Triple Patel now to face Manish Rao. Ripple starts off by playing down to the third man. So two more runs added to the kitty. Shashank Singh gets into the act. 128 for 5. 14 more runs needed for a win. Cuts that one fiercely, but just gets a single. 129 for 5. Single. So dealing in singles right now. 12 more runs needed of 14 deliveries. One more single. Scores now 131 for 5. Very well fielded there. And that's the end of the 18th over. 132 for 5. 10 more runs needed of two overs left. So Sagar Jadhav comes on to ball the penultimate over from the pavilion end. Again plays that uppishly, does Ripple Patel, and that's an easy catch. And looks like DY Patil B are committing harakiri here. They've lost their 6th wicket. It's quite an unnecessary shot there by Ripple. Short and wide. He could have waited anywhere, but only finds the fielder. So DY Patil B are in a spot of bother with the score on 132 for 6. New man in is Kamlesh Nagarkoti. Slow delivery and quickly spotted by Sashank. Looking for a second but decides against it. So 9 runs needed of 10 deliveries. Cuts that one. Oh, the diving fielder there. This is that one, but Kamlesh Nagarkoti looking for 2, and oh, that's out. Or is it? Huge appeal there by the Central Railway fielders. So 3 runs added to the kitty. 136 for 6. Plays that one sharply and gets a single. So 137 for 6. Kamlesh Nagarkoti batting with the Kolkata Knight Riders helmet. Pulls that one and should get a single. Gets that one quite easily. So 6 runs so far, just 1 delivery to go in the 19th over. DY Patil B need just a hit to win the match and seal their first win of the 16th edition of the DY Patil T20 Cup. And plays that one through the offside. Shashank gets a single. So 139 for 6. That's the end of 19 overs. DY Patil B need just 3 more runs to seal their first win. So a single to start the final over by Parappa. Just 2 more runs needed. That should be a wide. Or is it? The umpire decides against calling it a wide. It was a close call. So 2 more runs needed of 4 deliveries. That's a good catch. And DY Patil B have lost yet another wicket. Kamlesh Nagarkoti falls in the final over, playing that one uppishly, and a good diving catch there at mid on. The game gets interesting. 2 more runs still needed of 3 deliveries. So that's it. That's the end of the match. Shashank Singh gets a boundary, plays that one upishly and seals the contest. Shashank Singh gets a boundary, and that's the end of the match. Shashank finishes unbeaten on 9, and DY Patil B win by 3 wickets.